Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gross Podcast. I'm your host, Noah Hammond. Today, we'll be coming at a little recap of over winter break, what's happened, and then we'll get into what's coming up, what's new in the Chestnut Hill facilities and the sports. Start off on a little sad note. Rest in peace to my man, Billy DeMeo. He was a captain here at the men's lacrosse team. He was a senior when I was a freshman. He was tragically killed in the New Orleans accident, 14 people. A little moment of silence for him and his family. And yeah, things like this is tough. It hurts the community a lot, but a really good thing that came out of this is we saw how many people gathered around Billy. I mean, apparently I live in upstate New York, so I didn't get to head to the funeral, but my coaches were there, some of my teammates were there. They said everyone was there. $100,000 was donated to his family. Like, some really good things came out of this. Billy's was always a strong guy, smart guy. He would just want us to keep pushing forward, and rest in peace to him and his family. I mean, my condolences. To get into some basketball now for Chestnut Hill, we got from January. We'll start from January 4th, our first basketball game in January. Women's basketball beat Bridgeport in the Chris Evans Day event here at Chestnut Hill, and followed up. Men's took a tough loss to Bridgeport right after that in a little doubleheader game. Then they both traveled to Holy Family, and the men's basketball won. The little roles reversed. Men's basketball won versus Holy Family, and girls took a tough loss to Holy Family. And then on the 11th, they had another doubleheader right after that, and they one lost, one won. And now looking on to ahead of what's coming up here, our men's basketball team is ranked number 2 right now, only behind Holy Family, who we beat on that day in January 8th. So things are looking up. We actually just played them 2 days ago, and we lost to them. But so that means we're second right now. They're first. But look, everything's looking good for the CHC Griffins heading into the tournament. Today, women's track heads to Widener University for the Winter Invitational, and then tomorrow we'll also continue on to that. The women's basketball goes to Caldwell University, and I believe so does the boys, for one of their last in conference battles. And then this year, looking on, we got baseball, softball, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse heading into the seasons. Everyone's back now. We're practicing outside, shoveling off the fields, getting everything back and prepared into the new sports. Now we will. There's going to be some ups and downs this year. We got a lot of people coming back. We'll talk a little bit about men's lacrosse first. Men's lacrosse lost 13 seniors. They got a lot of people coming back on the offensive side, but the defensive side is pretty new. But as of right now, they're not ranked in the top 20, and which beginning of the season they usually never are. But they usually climb their way back in with a good head coach, Jim DiCarlo. The men's baseball team is looking to bounce back this year with having, I would say, the lowest amount of guys I've seen on the team, about 40, which is still pretty high for a baseball team, but you usually have a little bit more, but this means that everyone could travel, really show their talent and their spots. Women's softball is trying to bounce back after a rough year last year, but they got a new coach, new coaching staff, some more recruits in, so they're looking for upcoming and just something positive this year, some more wins, some more at-bats, just getting around, getting some more wins for the team. And then you got women's lacrosse, new head coach. She's in her office every day. She's really looking forward to turn this program around. They got some recruits this year. They're looking good. They're practicing outside. They got a full team. They got subs and everything, so they're looking great this year. And they're looking to add on to a couple wins they got big in last year. So as we close this up, I want to say this is my last semester here at Chestnut Hill, and this has been a blast. Thank you to my man Greg behind the camera. He has always helped me out these past couple years. This has been great, and I can't wait to finish off my last semester here at CHC with this podcast and with everyone that helps me out and the school in general. This is a great school, and everything has been so helpful to me and all my teammates. This is everything that goes on at Chestnut Hill. It's one big family, and I really mean that. And next year, it's just not going to be the same when I'm not here. So I want to thank everyone, and thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll see you next week, and we'll have men's basketball coming on, hopefully 2 people, and we'll keep going from there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm out. Have a nice day.